Ethereum to $18,000 in 2025. I'm not here to blow smoke up your butt, but I'm here to bring you some solid evidence, facts, and support and key findings that I found after doing a deep dive into Ethereum. We're going to take a look back from when Ethereum first launched in the summer of 2015 to where we are today, where the market is. We're going to chat about some of the upgrades and the things that Vitalik Buterin put himself in position to overcome and overtake the cryptocurrency space, to be the #1 blockchain, and to move forward and to continue growing and scaling his company out. And without a doubt, I do believe strongly 100% Ethereum will hit $18,000, maybe even more in 2025. We're going to go through it in this video, so make sure you guys watch to the end so you can get the whole piece of the pie. All right, guys, let's get into it. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and take a little trip down memory lane with Ethereum. Just in case you guys are not familiar with Ethereum, Ethereum is a layer 1 blockchain project that came out in 2015. The developer of this project is Vitalik Buterin. He has been the mass leader of Ethereum for so long and has brought it to extreme heights. The key important things are to look at is what Ethereum's goals were and targets were. They initially wanted to become the global leader in blockchain technology. They started piggybacking off of Bitcoin, and then in turn actually kind of scaled out significantly to bring a new technology to crypto. The project developer Vitalik Buterin, I don't know why I always mess up his name, my bad, bro. But anyway, so so he basically had one thing on his mind, which was success, obviously, and proven over time. You know, we've seen some failures in the beginning, where from 2015 to 2017 Ethereum was in their development stages, and they actually had the right focus and the right goal, and that was to hone in on decentralization as far as the finance goes, and then decentralized apps. And what it basically turned the entire crypto space into, where we're headed now, is into a whole decentralized network of internet, which is basically you know, having the internet without our information tied to it. And it's basically what is you know, it's giving back our freedom. That's one of the things that we have to understand. Ethereum is like paved the way to give back our freedom as far as finances go, as far as information that we put on the internet goes. Tons and tons of great value that comes back to the people. So this is why I'm so passionate about cryptos, because, you know, our freedoms have been taken away little by little over time, and we don't even realize it. You know, we're always giving our information just to make bank transactions. We're giving out our information just to use the internet to log into different things. You know, it's always they're taking away from us little by little, but we're a little blind to it, so we don't see it. So that's why I'm super huge on crypto. And it's not even about crypto and then the currency, but, you know, obviously there's tons of people that are in it for the value, to make that money. That's cool, I get it, because I'm one of them. But I believe in the long term, the macro things of it. You know, this is important for us to get back, you know, what belongs to us, and that's our identities, our privacy, you know, stuff that we hold dearly to ourselves. So so fast forward 2017, we see Ethereum actually hold a value of $1,400 and some dollars, and then fast forward even more into 2021, Ethereum hit $4,647. So money wise, you look at the project from 2015 to 2017, you're talking $10 to $1,000, and from 2017 to 2021, you're talking $1,000 to $4,000. Now that's a huge difference from where the project first started, but where it has gone, what they have implemented is going to take it beyond that. So Ethereum has implemented their ETH 2.0, the Shanghai fork. They went from proof of stake or proof of work to proof of stake. So Bitcoin has always had that mining proof of work, but Ethereum has took that to the next level to proof of stake, and that has been huge for other crypto projects that have been building onto Ethereum, and then some that have took the layout of Ethereum and built a replica of that, utilizing different blockchains and different I guess the way they use the way they perform transactions. So Ethereum has been the leader. They have been constantly one step ahead of Bitcoin and one step ahead of all the developers that are coming into the space that are trying to build identical to Ethereum. You know, and to add to that, I mean, Ethereum has actually become like the straight leader in decentralization. Their blockchain and permissionless financial services to companies, and basically, I mean, the standard definition for Ethereum is like decentralized finance, period. So for Ethereum to be building and creating and scaling out consistently and becoming the leader of crypto, it goes without saying. And then this is where people get that skepticalism or get skeptical, because here's my take on it. See, not only do we have these companies and we have crypto building and tons of other cryptocurrencies building their projects, we're trying to take this into the next level. We're going into a new decade of new technology, and it's cryptocurrency and Web3 combined, right? So in order to capitalize off of that for smaller retail investors, the thing is that the government wants to control. Everybody wants control over how much money people can make off of projects, how much money people can make, and that's where they're getting all this regulation from. But the thing is that all signs point to Bitcoin and Ethereum being the two, basically the two main leaders of the crypto industry. So what's going to happen is you have a standard that's put in place, and that's your Ethereum and your Bitcoin. So these prices are going to be driven up to a point where it's going to be hard for retail investors to buy. So what they're going to do, and that's why I'm super bullish on Bitcoin going past $100,000 and Ethereum getting into the $20,000-$30,000, because they want it to be tough for retail investors to make money off of these two main cryptos, right? So they're going to put it at a level where it's going to be almost, you're going to make pennies on the dollar investing in these projects. But now you have a great opportunity to get in. You know, I not financial advice, but I highly recommend you try to put at least 1 or 2 Ethereum, if you can more, into your portfolio, because these things are going to be the leaders, and it's gonna compile, right? So you have Bitcoin, and then you're gonna have your Ethereum, and then probably XRP, who knows. You're gonna have like your top 5 that are gonna be out of reach for retail investors sooner than you think, and that's when all the regulations gonna be put in place. I do think it's gonna take about a decade to get that in place, but once all that's in place, that's when it's going to be tougher to invest in the crypto industry. So right now we're super early, so don't set yourself short. And if you're going to stay in the crypto industry, make sure that you put your positions or make sure you set aside your money to have money available to buy positions into the market, because like I said, there's going to come a time where, just like the stock market, just like the stock market where it is now, like you can buy Amazon, you could have bought Amazon early, but now it's tough. Now it's hard to buy Amazon. So this is what I'm trying to say. Once all that goes and starts to form and take place, it's going to be tough for retail investors to get in. So that's really important, guys. So looking at Ethereum, where their project's gone, they built the 2.0, they got proof of stake. This is going to be huge, because Web3 is going to be ran off the back of Ethereum pretty much 100%, because Bitcoin doesn't have use case to bring to Web3 besides a store of value that can support that Web3. But Ethereum has the use cases that could help scale out Web3, and that's going to be super important, because it's going to be what's utilized going into the future. Now, my thing is, I think we got about 2 bull runs. This one is coming up and the next one after that, and then we're donezo. That's going to be a full decade to get Web3 going and everything else pumping and jumping. But there are going to be other projects that you can look at that could have, you know, that may be able to, you know, kind of just follow into suit with where Bitcoin and Ethereum are going. But I highly believe this is going to drive Ethereum to go to 18 to 20,000. And that's basically because of the utilization that Ethereum has, the type of traction that it's already gained, and the amount of investors that are involved in it. So many institutional investors are starting to understand how important Ethereum is to the crypto space. And before you know it, there's going to be tons of money into it. So this is why I think that now is the best time to get into Ethereum. I don't think you'll ever see Ethereum under $1,500 ever again. I think that day has far gone, and now we're at where we're at, and this is where it's going to be. All right, so let's go into the charts. Let's look at some historical data that I could show you where Ethereum started, where Ethereum's at now, and why I believe that that market cap will go to 2.4 trillion within this next bull run. All right, guys, so looking at the charts, so what we're going to do is we're going to look at price, and then we're going to jump over to market cap when talking about Ethereum from the beginning. So some of my dates were off in the intro video before this chart video. So, you know, I'm going based off of memory. I don't have like a prompter in front of me or nothing, so I apologize for that. But anyway, so we're going to look at Ethereum as the project coming out. There was a lot of confidence in this project when it first launched in 2015, especially as it started to grow into 2016. We seen that price was hovering anywhere from as low as like the 60-cent mark to roughly about the $10 or $50 mark. That's 2015 into 2016. So there was a lot of confidence in the project, because at the time of 2015, 2016, we look at that market cap, there was almost a billion. We did hit $1 billion into Ethereum within the first two to 3 years of the project. So that just goes to show you that from the beginning there has been people interested in this project. Okay, so fast forward to 2018, I believe it is, the project seen a price of $1,365 with, on that 24-hour day, there was $4.7 billion flowing into that market specifically for that day. Looking at the market cap of that time, the market cap was already at $122 billion. So think about, this is what I want you to fathom, is that back in these times, 2017, 2018, crypto wasn't even like fully functional. It wasn't even fully out there. Like, very little people known about it. And we had $122 billion going into Ethereum at this point in time. Okay, fast forward through what the project was doing to scale out to become the #1 global leader of decentralized finance and decentralized apps, and using permissionless structure to be able to make transactions happen on this network is huge. Okay, fast forward, right? So we had a timeline of 2018 to 2021. Okay, 2018 to 2021, we'll look at price. Price was sitting at $4,174 with $69 billion flowing into the market that day. So in that 24-hour time period where Ethereum hit $4,174, $69 billion was flowing into that project for that day. Looking at the market cap at that time, the market cap was sitting already at $483 billion, and that's only 2 years ago. So $483 billion at a market cap for this specific single project, and this was all caused based on what they were doing, what Ethereum was working on, and that's huge. That's huge. I don't know what the total market cap of crypto was at that time, but for Ethereum to consume that much of the crypto whole market cap is huge, right? So we have to keep our eyes focused on that. All right, so a little bit down the road, what is it, so that was in May, and then going into November, $547 billion market cap, $16 billion flown into the market brought Ethereum to a price of $4,627. Okay, so this is at the time of when money is flowing into the markets, and this is institutional money, and this again was prior to all the mass adoption that crypto has gained. Over the course of 2 years, 3 years, crypto has gained so much attention, so much adoption. Institutions are like finally being a part of crypto, and that's why I'm here to tell you that right now we're sitting at $1.2 trillion market cap. All right, so if we look at the overall market cap and we go into the all-time and we go to that point of 2021 where Ethereum was, so we had 2 trillion, it was 2 trillion, 2.4 trillion in that time, right? 2022 we had, let's see if I could get to the top. Let's see if I spread that. Anyway, so where's the top at? Come on. Yeah, so about 2.7, almost $3 trillion into crypto at the time of 2022. So, and this took place in 2021. So think about how much more money is going to flow into crypto. So I'm thinking, and this is being modest, that this number, based on the adoptions with Bitcoin ETFs and everything else that's into play, XRP, Ripple, they led the way to take away from securities, cryptos being securities. So tons and tons of great positive news for people to adopt into crypto. This total market cap of 1.2 trillion and going back to a total of 3 trillion, there's no way that that's not going to double or maybe even go up 4 or 5 times. So I'm thinking that we're going to see a market cap of roughly $7 trillion in this next bull run. And again, because we'll take these facts as well too. So taking a look at this is your market cap of your top 500 stock companies. So if you guys are not familiar with the S&P 500, the S&P 500 is your global stock market investment platform. So the market cap year to date on the S&P 500 is $37.1 trillion. So think about that. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all these other cryptocurrencies are barely at the beginning stages of this mirroring of the traditional stock market. And why do I say that? Because right now we have huge companies like BlackRock, Coinbase, Fidelity, Vanguard. All these huge institutional stock traditional companies are turning light to cryptocurrency. So at the beginning stages, the money's at 1.2 trillion in crypto, and this is the very, very beginning. So think about it over time. If you scale it out, where can that go? Some of this may flow out of here and into the crypto space, especially when people understand that this is going to be the new technology. Web3 is going to be the new technology where people are going to pour in and flood into it and start using it. And the cryptocurrency space is the only one tied to that. So think about how much money is going to flow possibly out of this space and into the crypto market. And I'll chat about that right now. So guys, what I'm talking about is when with money coming out of the traditional stock markets and into the crypto market, how is that possible? Well, this is why it's possible, because for example, you've seen over time that companies start to dwarf bigger companies that were in the beginning, right? So you had stocks in the beginning for companies like GTE, a lot of other companies that were strong in the beginning, and then you had new technology come in and start to level off and clear out those values of those companies that were performing very well. Now with Web3 coming in, it's going to start to shutter out some of those companies that are in physical locations providing a service for people, when technology has been over time taking that away. So is it a good thing? It's a bad thing. It's what it is. Unfortunately for people in general, if you're tied to those companies where your involvement is, you're there in that specific place, it's heart-wrenching to have to go through that, but that's what technology causes. again, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but technology starts to replace our traditional ways of doing things, and our traditional stock markets will dissipate because technology and cryptocurrency and globally is taking over. So there is a new development that's on the horizon. It's slowly shedding off some of the old traditional ways, but it's going to create a new generation of the way we do things. And that's where I'm saying that we will see that $37 trillion start to come out of that market, flow into the crypto market, because of the way that crypto is set up, the way that it could be used globally, and how it causes a connection between countries. So it allows countries to do business. It allows everything to take place within the web, the internet. And you guys know firsthand, especially if you're an older person that has been around for some time and seen generations of technology start to be implemented, and that's where we're headed. Unfortunately, technology moves faster than we do, and that's the end game for what technology does. It eliminates the old traditional ways and springs forth out a new technology for people to use. So that's where I get that money's going to come out from the traditional stock markets, because these companies are going to be no longer usable or very minimal. But we've seen it over time. It happened to big companies. Distribution started to eliminate, your stores that have been built, businesses that have been built that provide services to customers. We've seen Amazon take that over. Amazon took that and ran with it. And not to get off topic, but I'm just trying to give you guys an analogy of what that looks like and why I believe that we're headed into the new wave of technology, which is Web3. And Ethereum is at the forefront of that. So this is why, another reason why I believe that Ethereum will reach these levels. Undoubtedly, too much technology involved, but it's a good thing if you're in the right side of it and you're understanding it and you're investing in it and you're making yourself learn to adopt with it and change with it, and you'll be fine. All right. So these are like key element points where I think that Ethereum is going to be one of the biggest or the biggest crypto as far as leading the uses of Web3, the uses of blockchain technology, decentralized finance, and all that good stuff that cryptocurrency has bundled up in it, guys. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. Leave me a comment at the end or whatever. Let me know if you guys have any questions or anything like that, and I'll be happy to answer them for you. All right, guys, take care.